And welcome to all my new busy bees that came here into the busy bee community. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Felicia Marie B. Yes, it is. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are trying to get to know me, started my weight loss journey using Zepbound on November 5th of 2024. My highest weight was 345. I lost 20 pounds on my own before using Zepbound, and then, well, I weighed myself today and I am 232. I just wanted to create a space. I just wanted a place to be vulnerable and to spread love. That's my biggest thing, is spreading love. And at the end of every video that I do, I have a love letter box and I draw two people out of this box that has either encouraged me, inspired me, or just supported me in any way. I get to just give them their flowers, pour my heart out to them. So if you're interested in that, then thank you for being here. I always say this, time is precious, time is valuable, time is everything. So thank you for choosing to be here with me. This video, I'd like to talk about what it really looks like to lose 100 pounds in many different ways. I wanted to call this video the power of progression. You're probably curious, like, what is the power of progression? Well, it's my progression from my highest weight to where I am today. But there is a whole section in the middle of there of what it really looks like to lose 100 pounds. And I wanted to take a deep dive into what does that middle part, which I like to call it chaos of it. What does it really look like physically and internally? A lot of people I've seen struggle with the internal part of the weight loss. I know I have. I can never speak for somebody else's truth, but this is mine. I took these photos 20 pounds apart. You would think that from here to here there's this huge transformation, but what happens when you're here? Or here? Or even here? There's a lot that goes on in between it. The one thing I was finding myself doing, really looking into my own progression, and I was not definitely cheering myself on throughout all of it. What I want to help you guys see, the validation of it. Whether you lost 1 pound, 5 pounds, 20 pounds, or whether you've lost beyond what I've ever lost. Some people who don't have that much weight to lose, and that is totally understandable. It's me who got myself to 345, and it is gonna be me to get myself down to where I'm healthy. A lot of people are doing this journey for the health. I know that's why I'm doing it. Even if you are doing it for the aesthetics of it all, and that's okay. Whatever can get you to your healthiest at the end of the day, beautiful, please. This is our health and well-being at the end of the day. What I was finding myself doing is that I would see 5 pounds gone, 10 pounds gone, and I was working so hard for those first 20 to 40 pounds. But I was also wondering, why isn't anybody else seeing this? And for a lot of you guys probably do experience that, whether your loved ones, your husbands, your wife, your spouse, friends, or even like your own children. They don't see it, and you're working so hard. You are putting your all into this. Sometimes we just want, and it is human just to want that, hey, you're really doing this. And you're just like, oh, thank you. Like, I am trying my hardest, please. And I actually had a friend who I don't really consider now to be a friend, but when I was at the 60-pound mark, I hadn't seen her in a while, and I was like, hey girl, I lost 60 pounds. And her response really hurt. And she just said, like, oh, you did? No offense, but you still look big. And when I tell you, I smiled at her, but it was painful to hear. And in a lot of ways, as painful as it was, there is truth behind it, because I got myself to 345. I did that to me. I didn't have any comorbidities. I didn't have any physical anything going on inside of me. Everything I did, it was up here. There was a lot of things that mentally I was not dealing with, and I was using food definitely as a coping mechanism, as a comfort. I'm still considered obese. morbidly obese. Although I have lost all of this weight, if you were to see me on the street and never know me, a glance, you'd be like, that's a big person. When I got that harsh reality from her, I did turn it into a positive and thought, why am I seeking this validation? Why am I looking for somebody to tell me, you know, you did it? Because I was not only looking at these photos, desperately trying to find a difference between them, I was also looking at the scale to congratulate me, to say that like, hey, you did all this work this week. You know, congratulations, you got that 1 to 2 pounds down or half a pound down. Your body doesn't work that way. The scale doesn't work that way. And there's a lot of people who have that photo that you started, and a lot of people will tell you to have that photo. My issue with that photo was that I seen it, I had that moment that I was like, okay, I need to do something, I need to change, because I cannot live my life like this. The issue with that photo, I spent a lot of years not looking at myself in the mirror. And I mean a lot of years, where I would look brushing my teeth, brushing my hair. I wouldn't look at my face. I would not look at my body. In my mind somewhere, and this is a part of progression that I have to work on, and it truly is a powerful progression to work on. I am always going to see her. Wherever I go, as of right now, I'm going to see her, because I did not do the work to look through the middle of it. I didn't look for the positive in our work. I was looking desperately at other things. Was my arms smaller? Are my legs smaller? Are my hips smaller? You know, is the double chin going down? I was looking at all the negative, and never once would I ever look at myself positively. And it wasn't until the day that I took around the last photos I've been taking, it wasn't until I started really seeing, like, I could feel the clothes getting bigger. I could feel the pants and to pick them up all the time. I could feel it, I could see it. Nobody was telling me anything until I reached this stage. And by then, 70s, 80s, 90 pound down, I didn't want anybody else's validation. For one, I was over it, and I'll be completely honest with you guys, that is human of me to tell you. I had worked so hard that I'm like, you know what, I don't want to hear it from you guys. You know, where were you when I was struggling here? I was downing myself at the worst here. Now you guys are saying congratulations here. I've done the work now. But like I said, I always try to turn that negativity in my mind into positivity. And what I really needed to realize was that, Felicia, where did any part of this did you say congratulations? Did you look at yourself in the mirror and say, you did that? You're still doing this. And I bring this portion up because I see the people here struggle the most there. And it pains me to see that, because I feel like it happened a long time ago, but it didn't. These happened just months ago, but it feels like forever ago. And that is the inner work that I've done, the power of progression that I have done. It's not just the physical progression that I'm working on. It's the mental progression of trying to catch my mind up to what I actually look like today. Trying to catch my emotions up to what I have lost. I have lost much more than weight. I am trying to progress fast, and there's a lot of people who don't have the weight loss. There's a lot of people that don't have this rapid weight loss, I should say. And it's understandable. All of our bodies are different. That is why I wanted to bring that love into here, to tell you it is okay if you're just here and your goal is way over there. As long as you don't give up, and as long as you look at yourself every day, or even internally look at yourself and say, I am worthy of being proud right now. I am worthy of saying that. I am proud of who I am today, not what some other day says. Whenever I get to that weight, that one day, then I could say I'm proud, because I did that. I see people in this community who have reached their goal weight and they are not happy. They have lost it all. They look like the image of perfection to me, but to them, they're not happy. And you think, why is that? You did the journey. Why aren't you happy? Because they didn't work on that progression in themselves. And it is hard. It is very hard to try to catch your heart up to where you want it to be, to where you need it to be. For those people, my heart goes out to them. It really does. Because you didn't realize that once you reached your goal, that there's things that you're going to deal with. The attention you're going to get from people. The loose skin alone is jarring to a lot of us. It's jarring to me, and I'm not even where I'm supposed to be. There's a part of me that is actually very scared to get to Wonderland. And when that time comes, I will make a video about that. Because if my body is looking the way it is today, 30 pounds from now, it's only gonna get more and more from here. But what I can do to myself today is love it. I have this loose skin, yes. I may never show it to you guys because it's a little personal to me. That's what I need to work on, is loving all of that. This is a product of the hard work I've done. Every time I see it, I feel it. I did that. And only I could have done that for myself. There's a part of us that you don't have to do anything in this world. You really don't. I'm only here to ease or alleviate any pain that comes along with this very long journey for a lot of us. Even if you have a small amount of weight to lose, that's a lifelong journey that we're gonna have to take within ourselves. Keep fighting ourselves every single day to not get to where we were. If we work on the mental piece of it, the emotional piece of it, if we work on our true inner selves, the day we do reach that goal, it could be so much more happier. I started working on myself in the middle of me also hating myself. In this period, I had to. I had gone too many years with not loving myself. I had to do something about that. I was tired of waking up every day and looking at myself thinking I was not enough. And I did not want to reach where I need to be. Find out that losing all this weight wasn't the answer. Because honestly, unless you're doing this for true health reasons, losing all this weight isn't going to be the answer. And I am so sorry to say that. Until you work on that inner portion of yourself, it's just going to be you chasing the scale, chasing that validation, chasing whatever anybody gives you as a compliment, or hiding from it. There's a lot of people who do hide from the compliments and hide from like, don't look at me like, okay, I did lose it, but like, I don't want the attention. Both sides are completely human and completely normal. But I just want to tell you guys, coming from somebody who has done that and has a far ways to go, please love yourself today. Be proud of yourself today and not just some other day that's gonna eventually come. I thought I didn't deserve to have a voice until I lost 100 pounds. The whole time I've always deserved a voice. I deserve to take up space. I deserve to know that I am valued and loved from me. And I hope when you do go on that journey, I know it's painful, but when you reach the middle to the end of that progression, that you can find that self-love. I truly, truly do. The last thing I'll leave you with is that the love, the joy, and the kindness, it has to be practiced every single day. It's not just given to you. So if we do truly practice loving ourselves, finding joy within ourselves, and being kind to ourselves, we can learn to love ourselves throughout of this. So once the weight is finally off, you can look at yourself and be like, yeah, I did it. And it not have to feel good from somebody else to say that. I hope all of this made sense. My goodness. Okay, now for the love letter part. Okay, like I said, I always pick 2 people out. And here we go. Okay. Who is it? You tell me. Who is it? Ah! That's my girl! Oh, Miss Journey of Life. Oh my goodness, this is the first person I pulled that isn't a content creator, but don't discredit her for that, my goodness. An incredible supporter. My gosh, I'm so happy I pulled you out, girl. Oh, Miss Journey, my love letter for you is just, you are incredible. Miss Journey of Life is very well known in this GLP-1 street. Absolutely. She is a supporter. You will see her in many lives, in many comments. She's also known as Journey of Crowns because in people's lives, you know how they got that new crown system? My girl is always #1. Ugh, there's nothing else to say about that. She is hilarious. She is happy. Girl, when I join a live and you're there, you don't only welcome me as like, hey girl, you welcome me and everybody else as like, Felicia, and we're like, Journey. It's like seeing like a homegirl that you just like, oh, I haven't seen you in forever, that's my friend. And please understand, she is in these chats, in these lives, and she has a brand new baby. First of all, girl, I congratulate you for that, because back when I had my babies, all I wanted to do was sleep and survive. So the fact that you are in here, and not only in here, but you're in here #1. Girl, kudos to you all day, every day, okay? I love you down for that. Like, I am not gonna lie. And I may not know a ton of things about you. Don't ever let that discount from you, because you are the person, when I see you, I know it's gonna be a good time. I know it's gonna be full of love, and I know it's gonna be everything. Like, I can't, boast you enough about that. I will say, we all do know Journey of Life. It wasn't until we joined the book club together, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's Delilah Rodriguez and Life of Shy. They have a book club, and we like to review books that are like self-help books, books that are helping you emotionally, spiritually, physically on this type of journey. I knew Journey of Life, but it wasn't until the book club that I got to know Angie. I got to see you. You may be funny and make us laugh, but you are a kind soul, and I love you even more than I ever could. I will never discuss about the things that, your truths and the things that go on in that book club. I want to thank you so much for opening your heart up to us and being so sweet and kind and sensitive to us. That book club is like my therapy. Having you there, anywhere I see you now, I feel safe. I feel welcomed. I feel loved. And I can never thank you enough for that. And the other thing I want to thank you about is you left a comment on one of my videos, but she worked as a para-educator, which is essentially a teacher's aide for special education. She really helps the special education teacher do one-on-one with kids, because they do need a lot more help going through day-to-day. Being a mother of children with special needs, Angie, I want to thank you. Thank you for not only those mothers of those children that you took care of, because we give them to the schools and we give them to you guys, hoping that you guys can give them the same love that we give them at home. I also want to just thank you for understanding. I could sit up here and tell you guys what it's like to have a child with autism. And with most families, one child with autism is enough to bring a whole household into a whole different realm. I have 2. I can never connect with other mothers. I could connect on having children. And yes, we have children that may be the same age, but I can never connect to what it's like to raise a child who's normal. I don't know what it's like. And I could see other kids and other mothers knowing that my kid may never be there, or it may take a very long time for my kids to get to that stage. And when I heard that that's what you used to do, it's so nice to feel understood. I pray that nobody has to experience what I have to experience every single day. And I love my children. Don't ever get that wrong. But it is so nice to feel understood about that. That you've seen it firsthand. Because unless you've seen it, you've worked with it, you live with it, people do not understand what it's like every single day to have a child like I do. I thank you for sharing that with me, because I feel safe around you at an entire different level. In my goodness journey, I can laugh with you, I can cry with you, I can just feel like I could just hold you and you understand. So that is my love letter to you. Thank you, Angie, and thank you, Journey, for understanding me to my core. And with that, I will give you your flowers. 1 second. Here you are, my dear. The picture you have of you, like, I don't know if I showed it already, but if I didn't show it, I'll show it right here. She's not a content creator, but this is, if you ever see this little picture and you see Journey of Life, these colors remind me of you. And for any of you guys that are curious on where I get my flowers, I get my family flowers every week, so I just try to pick really pretty flowers in case one day I pick any of you guys on my box. You know, I wish I could say that I go out personally and drive around, but like, I want this to be authentic. Whoever I pick out, you know, that's what they're gonna get. And these are the flowers I have gotten my family this week. You are part of my family too, Miss Angie, Miss Journey of Life. And on another note, girl, I love your username. Like, let's be so for real. You have the, like, perfect, the coolest username I think I have ever seen. I have seen many, like, you know, Journey blank 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 or blank 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 Journey, but you are Journey of Life. And I hope the journey of your life is a loving one, is a beautiful one. Your husband, your kids, your family, your loved ones are so lucky to have you. And I will pray for many blessings for you. Ah, these are yours. I love you, girl. Thank you. Okay, now for my next one. These are dripping water, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Let's go back in my box. Okay, excuse me. Let's see, who are we picking? Girl, just pick one. Okay. Oh, sorry, my camera cut off. Who is it? Who? Oh my gosh. This is somebody I actually recently put in here. I got Losing Drea. Ooh, girl, I have just met you. Like, I started watching you 3 months ago. Mind you, Drea, she has been doing YouTube, when I look back, for 13 years. That is how old my son is. You have been on this thing, girl, for a long time, and I commend you for that. My goodness, Drea. I just remember seeing your first video and I was like, let me see our oldest video. 13 years, girl? Oh my goodness. Kudos to you for that alone. You stuck with it. For those of you that don't know, this is Drea, Losing Drea. She is the realest, incredible, and she's one of the very few people that I actually like subscribe to. She's not on a GLP-1 yet. She has been doing the weight loss all these years. If you scroll through all of those videos, you'll see all the different diets. She doesn't like the word diet, so all the different things that she's tried. If you want to see somebody who has really gone through this weight loss journey, it's Drea. My goodness, girl. I know we have only met for such a small amount of time, but you touch my heart, Drea. I cheer you on every single day because I do feel that realness, that rawness, that she calls everybody her messy bestie. She truly is that messy bestie, and she says her life is like a roller coaster. And the first comment I ever put on any of your videos was actually on my birthday. You recorded a video August 19th, and I said, hey, your life may be a roller coaster, but I'm strapped in, girl. Strap me in, I'm ready for the ride. And I truly do mean that. I know you got a lot of ride or dies out here, but girl, me and you, we are there. You might ask yourself, why are you so tied to somebody you just met 3 months ago? Look at her videos, honestly. She has this September series going on called Strictly Strong September. And she is motivating people to stay not only motivated, but disciplined. She is really out there putting it in you. Yes, you may have messed up today, but let's pick it back up. She's on a carnivore diet. And if you don't agree with it, hey, that's what she's on, and it is working for her. And I commend you, Drea. As long as you're getting your health in order, I love to see it, honestly. It wasn't until the video that you posted September 4th. I do try to get somewhat personal on here. And it's tough. It's easy to pour your heart out to somebody, but it's also hard to talk about yourself. September in general and October are very hard months for me. On the 4th is my mom's birthday, and you posted a video, and it was a video that I just needed to hear. And when you messaged me back, Drea, it hit hard for me, because when I was watching some of your other videos, I want to really commend you on something that a lot of people cannot relate to. And if you have, my heart goes out to you. It really does. You took care of your mother when she had lung cancer. Not only did you try to take care of yourself during that time, but you tried to also be a lifeline for your mom. You did. You got her back in remission. You know, you put her on the keto diet, and it really helped her. And I'm so sorry that the inevitable came when stage 4 hit. This is hard for me, I'm sorry. I know it's hard. When you try your hardest and you put yourself last, almost non-existent, to try to keep the people you want here alive. I connected with you, Drea, because when you talk about it, and I see you don't cry, but I see the pain in your eyes, because it's the same pain that I have. Drea, I know what it's like to try to keep somebody alive. For 7 years, I tried so hard to keep my mom alive. I put everybody last. I didn't exist. I didn't. Not a lot of people know what it's like, Drea, to put yourself last, and knowing that you're not supposed to be sitting there and eating certain meals, but if you're just trying to make them happy because you know the time isn't on their side, you're just gonna do everything you can. I understand, Drea. on when you do lose the ones you love, how your life just gets turned inside out. The world is crashing around you and it doesn't matter. Because your world just crashed in front of you. And I can't imagine, Drea, because I lost my mom. But you lost your father too. And I'm so sorry. But what I will say is that the hardest thing I've had to do was to pick myself back up once I lost my mother. Those 7 years of trying to keep somebody alive. I had to take care of myself through all the grief, all the pain, all the numbness. To take care of yourself again, because that's somebody that you had to hide away for a long time. And people like me and you did it. You did it, Drea. And I know the amount I have lost compared to the amount you have lost, it does not matter. You chose to get up. You chose to push past the pain, the grief, all of it, and know that you deserved it. You deserved to be healthy again. You deserve to take care of yourself again. And I can relate to that so much. You're much more than just a bestie to me. You are a warrior to me. We have only maybe met for a little time in life, and you've been on this platform for many years and probably have met many people. But like you say in your videos, messy bestie, if nobody's told you today that they love you, then know that I said it first. I love you, Drea. I love your spirit. I love your soul. And I love even the pain you've gone through. Because I was there. Not physically. And not even in the same timeline. But I felt that too. And with that, Drea, people like you, you deserve much more than flowers. You deserve the world. You deserve everything. And with that, I'll give you what I can. And it is your flowers. These are yours. Thank you. Thank you for being that bestie. Thank you for never giving up on your channel. And thank you for picking yourself back up and choosing you. Choosing your health, your life. Because the world is a much, much better place with you in it, Drea. I promise you that. And I hope that we can be not only new besties, but we can be lifelong besties. That is my wish. Thank you, Drea, so much. Okay, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being here, for supporting me, for loving me. And I hope one day I pull all of you guys out this box so I can pour my love out to you. That is why God put me here. I know that now. And I just want to show it to you the best way I can. So thank you so much. It is an honor for your time, and it is an honor to share this moment with you. It truly, truly is. And don't ever forget to pollinate this world with love, joy, and kindness. Always, always choose kindness. Words alone can truly make somebody's day. So thank you. I love you. Bye.